artist watched his young, beautiful wife curl and stretch as the brilliant sunlight poured in fantastic from the open windows. The wind and smell of a beautiful day blew into the room and caused the candles to flicker and fight for their life, but the gentle breeze was not enough to put their fires out. Lewis and his young, beautiful wife both breathed in the ancient aromas of the candle's thin smoke, then breathed out in unison, accidentally but perfectly. Conversations with Lewis. Conversations with a young, beautiful wife, half awake, half asleep, laying naked upon the sheets of her marital bed, listening to her husband perched somewhere at the end, droning on endlessly forever about some new story, perhaps, or his new play. Maybe it was a movie this time. It was hard to tell. It was hard to keep track. The words all smeared into one, like a language she did not understand, and the concentration needed to decipher such dense slabs of information was just too much for the poor girl to process after such a spiritual session of infinite white light. The young, beautiful wife rolled over in bed and attempted to use her irresistible curves as a distraction to his madness, but still her husband ranted on, long and weird, all out of order and disjointed. She thought back to the tranquility of her meditation and imagined how much her jittering husband would benefit from such an experience, but he was too busy explaining a complicated plot to his barely conscious woman, too drenched in infinity to fake a single fuck about his latest unfinished lightning flash in the pan. Without meaning to be rude, but expecting a little understanding and consideration, the young beautiful wife pulled her feathered pillow up around her head and attempted to, as subtly as possible, drown out the sound of her infinitely droning husband, trapped in a loop, trapped in a daydream, trapped in a vision. Conversations with Lewis, conversations from the end of a marital bed, rapping insistently about a brilliant new short story, but knowing all along that you're losing her, that she is drifting off to sleep. Sleep can't really hear you speak. Lewis tries desperately to make the broad outline of his brand new short story sound more appealing to his young, beautiful wife by offering to perform the whole piece as a shadow puppet show, projected onto their bedroom wall with voices and everything. Lewis playing all of the parts, song, sorrow, heartache, joy, but the young, beautiful wife had already drifted off. Too fast, far to sleep, too relaxed to hack it, too tuned into another frequency to have any more energy to bother with this one. Lewis scoops up her dressing gown from off of the bedroom floor and then proceeds to lay the robe gently over her naked body as his young, beautiful wife drifts off into a dream, all electrified with ancient magic and wisdom. She smiles sweetly in her sleep and whispers his name almost silently. Lewis closes the bedroom door as quiet as he can and tiptoes downstairs to the kitchen. Conversations with Lewis alone in his kitchen, smoke in the ashtray, beer can beside him, face to face with his typewriter, the blank page raw and yearning to be hurt, to be punctured hard with the metal swinging in sharp, forming the letters, forming the words. Lewis sat down at his typewriter and began writing his brand new short story. Conversations with Lewis, he began with a rapid thwack of the keys.